Welcome to day 240 of our DeSo journey. I'm Ed Krasenstein here with my twin brother, Brian. And remember, these videos are sponsored by Crypto Droids.
Yeah, I was actually in a Discord late last night and Lane Digital Art was in there and he was posting a lot of images of the new crypto droids coming out, I guess on Tuesday. And they're really awesome. He did like a close-up of one of the legs and it was like just so intricate and so detailed. Just you got to check it out.
Yeah, they look great. So yesterday, Dr. Kat Cohen sent all the questions. So let me backtrack a little bit. A while ago, I guess been a few months now, Nader as Diamond Hands auctioned off a one-on-one dinner with him. And Dr. Kat Cohen ended up winning the NFT that gave her this dinner. And after that, she decided to auction off, I think it was 10 questions as NFTs as well. And anybody who won those NFTs got to ask Nader a question.
I think it was 20 questions, but I'm not positive. Was it 10 or 20?
I think it was about, I don't know, maybe it was 20, but only 10 sold. I'm not sure. So she auctioned off these questions and approximately 10 people, it could be off a little bit, had the opportunity to give her a question to ask Nader when she sat down and had dinner with him. And she did, and he has finally answered them. And Dr. Kat Cohen has sent all of the answers to the person who has asked them. And she's leaving it up to them whether they want to post them publicly, make them into NFTs themselves, or do whatever they want with. And so far, only I think 2 or 3 of them have actually been, I think 3 have actually been posted publicly. And one of them's ours, one is Tyne, and one was another individual who I unfortunately forget right now. But our question to Nader was, I'll read the question, I'll read the answer. And keep in mind that when I say DeSo in these questions, we actually asked about BitClout, but we replaced it with DeSo because that was before BitClout kind of turned into DeSo. Our question was, everyone is speculating on Elon Musk. He's the one person who, if onboarded, could really get the media attention we need. Have you or any of the original venture capitalists, as far as you know, had any conversations with Elon Musk about joining DeSo? And his answer, it's not very direct, but still think it's kind of interesting, was we're well connected to him, and I'm pretty sure he's been told about DeSo. Everyone will join when the time is right.
Yeah, so, like you said, it's not like a direct response. Well, when we wrote the question, we're like, let's be ballsy and just ask something crazy that maybe he might answer, he might not. I think this is probably the best answer we could have expected, and it's kind of positive, right? I mean, he's pretty sure that Elon knows about DeSo, and that they have people that have been in contact with him. So whether or not Elon does join DeSo or not, it will be huge if he did. Who knows? But the answer at least provides some clarity in whether they've been like directly trying to bring him on or not. Doesn't seem like they've been directly trying to bring him on, but maybe through some of the VCs or something like that.
Well, and maybe the time's just not right yet. I think, they want it to be more legitimized first. But Tyne also asked him a question, and Tyne's question that was framed around wait, what was Tyne's? I just completely drew a blank.
While you figure this out, I just want
to show okay, here, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I just want to show everybody my shirt.
Wait, you stole my shirt, Brian. What are you doing? Why do you take my shirt? Seriously.
Okay.
All right, so Tyne's question was whether Nader was going to post a photo of the team together so we could kind of see who Being, Lazy Nina, and the rest of the core team really is. And Nader's answer to that was that they're thinking about posting a photo with the faces blurred out and then making it an NFT. So whoever wins that NFT will get the unlockable content, which would be the full photo without the faces blurred out. I think it's a cool idea.
I really love the idea. I think that it's a great use of the NFT with unlockable content, is that you can actually privately show somebody something if they want to pay to get it. So I mean, I'm sure he's not doing it for the money. He's doing it as a great use case of how others can utilize the unlockable feature of NFTs. And I would probably pay. I want to see who Lazy Nina and Maybeam are. Is Maybeam really a AI bot?
I don't know. We have to find out. I think her LinkedIn says she graduated from Stanford and worked for Google, but I don't know. We have seen a blurred out idea used already on DeSo and NFTs as some of the adult content individuals on the platform. I think No Face Girl has done it. I'm not sure if anybody else. I think maybe Adam and Aria have done it, where they blur out portions of the photo, and then if you win it as an NFT, you get the full photo, which is a really cool idea. You know, it's great for like, especially if OnlyFans people come over here, if, you know, adult film stars or whatnot come over here, you know, so you're not actually showing the content, but if somebody wants to pay for it, they can get it. Tyne also discovered a cool thing on GitHub. Maybeam's working on bringing node source to the blockchain. And what this essentially means is that nodes are going to be able to document in the blockchain when a post is made from their node. So if an NFT is posted from NFTZ, it will document it in the blockchain that NFT was minted and posted from NFTZ. If a post is made on BitClout, it's going to document in the blockchain that was made from BitClout instead of Diamond App, or instead of GiftClout, or instead of Tyne's node. So I think that's really, really cool. I think there's going to be stuff that maybe you can do in the future with that.
Yeah, I think that I think that there's several things that this could lead to. And number one is it can be a great publicity tool for some of these nodes, because eventually you might have the other nodes start displaying maybe small text under each post, made on NFTZ, made on Supernovas, made on GiftClout. And this is basically, the more people you have posting on your node, the
Brian, you're
more
frozen.
publicity you're going to get. So kind of like traffic drives more traffic. And additionally, you're going to be able to display data in new ways. So like maybe Prosper Cloud or Signal Cloud will have a new I guess statistic on how many posts are made on each node. Or maybe you can have different feeds: posts only made on NFTZ, posts only made on GiftClout, posts only made on bitclout.com. So there's all kinds of ways we can utilize this, and it's a great idea. And I look forward to, I know we're implementing it on NFTZ because ultimately it could be a great way to generate more publicity towards your own node.
And we already see CloutFeed kind of just tagging all the posts made from CloutFeed as posted from CloutFeed, which is a great idea, because if somebody doesn't know about CloutFeed, they'll be like, oh, wow, there's a post from CloutFeed. I don't know what CloutFeed is. I'm going to check it out. So, you know, that's something else you can do as a node. But I think the idea that every single post can be stuck in the blockchain with the original node that it came from is a good idea, because like you said, maybe Diamond App in the future will show where they come from, and it's a way to give publicity to the other nodes that are sending content in. And
it's a great way. It's also a great way just to track like which nodes are being used more, who's posting from which nodes, which are celebrities posting on BitClout, or are they posting on Diamond App, or are they posting somewhere else? So I think it's great new function that's going to allow for all sorts of new ways to display data and figure things out.
Yeah, for sure. And the final thing I want to talk about today is Binance's CEO, Changpeng Zhao. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I think it's something along those lines. I apologize. He mentioned DeSo in an interview on Bloomberg. I believe it was yesterday.
Yeah, it was just a really quick mention. He talked about things that they were looking into, and DeSo was one of them, along with a variety of other blockchains that they were looking at. But I mean, this was on Bloomberg TV. It was one of the more powerful men or women within the crypto space, the founder and CEO of Binance. Binance is actually one of the largest exchanges in the world. They're not as popular as Coinbase in the United States, but in Asia and Europe, they're huge. And I mean, like, this is probably just as big as if Brian Armstrong was to mention them on like CNBC or something.
I think it's bigger because everybody knows that DeSo is coming to Coinbase. We don't know if it's coming to Binance or not, but I assume it will.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of publicity in the last couple of days. I mean, we had the CoinDesk article by Nader. We had TechCrunch post that video and then post an article about DeSo. I mean, we had Chamath Palihapitiya, he mentioned DeSo again in the All In podcast. We had Forbes mention DeSo in an article about Gemini. And it's just, I mean, we're getting the publicity. And I think that once the Octane Fund starts divvying out funds to these various projects, there's going to be more publicity. And then, of course, a Coinbase listing, that's going to definitely kind of be a bomb that's going to go off. And I think once that happens, you're going to see people like Chamath Palihapitiya start maybe touting it a little bit more. And I think we have a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, and so when these nodes or these developers get funding, that's also going to set a valuation. And these companies, these newly formed companies, could put out PRs saying we just received investment at a valuation of $40 million or $10 million, and that's going to get the attention of venture capitalists and get the attention of crypto investors that, wow, these companies are getting capital, they're raising capital at valuations in the tens of millions of dollars. I know Jim, I think, raised money at a valuation of $40 million, and that didn't come from the Octane Fund, I don't believe.
Yeah,
so it's great. I think there's a lot of good stuff on the horizon.
Yeah, basically, a lot of VCs, they don't want to be the first to lead a round of financing. They don't want to have to do all the due diligence and all that, and make sure that they're 100% investing into something that's totally legit. I think that a lot of venture capitalists like following other big names into investments, because then they know, hey, did Social Capital invest in this project? We know that they obviously did their due diligence.
Well, and we had a conversation with Chase Steele a little while back, and he's actually looking to invest into some DeSo related companies. And that was one thing he said is he wants to invest, but he doesn't want to be the first one to put money into it because he doesn't want that advisory role. He'd rather just kind of sit back and watch the investment grow or the company succeed. So it's interesting now that Octane Fund's putting money into these different platforms. We'll see if they can get funding from other venture capitalists as well, using that valuation as in that first seed round to kind of raise more money at a higher valuation in the future.
Yeah, I think a lot of the Octane funding is going to be very favorable to the projects, just because I think their main goal is to make the whole platform, the whole protocol succeed, whereas a VC is going to be looking for basically revenue, a steady revenue stream first and foremost. But it should set kind of a floor under some of these projects where if they are getting more funding, they can use that valuation that they got from the Octane Fund as kind of at least a floor, I think.
For sure. But yeah, I think that's all the news we have today on Saturday, but we'll talk to everybody tomorrow again on day 241.